So what are you supposed to do with that old 401k plan? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to the Mullooly Asset Show. I'm your host, Casey Mullooly, back with you this week for another episode. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. So, you're changing jobs. There's probably a lot went into that decision. There's probably a lot of paperwork, a lot of moving parts, and something that might not be on your radar when you change jobs is what you should do with your old 401k plan. A Pew Research study found that 30% of American workers changed jobs in 2022 alone. That's a third of the workforce changing jobs. So that's probably a lot of old 401k plans forgotten, floating out in the abyss, and their owners don't know what to do with them. So let's go over your options. Your first option is to just leave it where it is, as long as it's properly invested how you want. You can leave it where it is with your old employer. A lot of retirement plans are different, so some will let you leave it there, some won't let you leave it there, and they'll make you move it. And you might be able to keep it there for a year, 2 or 3, and then get a letter out of the blue one day saying that, hey, you got to move this thing, and which will lead me to your next option, which is to roll it over to an IRA, which is an individual retirement account. This is not a taxable event, so rolling it over from your 401k to your IRA is just a rollover. You won't have to pay tax on it, but remember that it's for retirement, an individual retirement account, so this money is not going to be able to be accessed until you're age 59 and a half. So you can roll it over to one of these big brokerage firms, Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, one of those. You'll probably have to fill out rollover forms, so poke around on the website or talk to someone at your old job to see how you should go about doing that. Another option, probably the best one, is to see if you can roll it over to your new employer's plan, if they offer it. So a lot of retirement plans will allow you to roll over and consolidate all of your other retirement plans. This way, everything is in one place. You don't have to remember your password for an account that you haven't logged into for 3 or 4 years. You can roll it over. Again, you probably have to fill out some forms. Roll it over, consolidate everything, make sure all the money is in one place, invested how you want it to be, and then you can just, keep saving money into that new retirement account, and you should be good to go from there. One of the last options, the last option, and surprisingly one that a lot more people than I thought would be, are taking advantage of this last option, and that is to just cash it out. According to a Vanguard research study done between the years of 2014 and 2016, the study found that 41% of exiting employees, so people leaving their jobs, 41% cashed out their 401k. And 85% of those who did cashed out the entire thing. So I hope those people know that they will have to pay income tax and a 10% penalty for early withdrawal in the year in which they did that. So it's your money. You can definitely do what you want with it. If maybe you're not earning as much money at your new job, you need some money to cover bills and things like that, that's okay, but please just know that you're going to pay tax and that there's going to be that 10% early withdrawal penalty. So those are your options. It's good to understand your options when you're changing jobs, and if you need help figuring out which option is the best for you, give us a call and we'll point you in the right direction. So that is going to wrap up this week's episode of the Mullooly Asset Show. Thank you as always for tuning in. We'll be back with you next week.